These are 20 things you didn't know about Kelly Slater. Number 20. And I bet you didn't know Kelly Slater is not just a master of the surfboard, but also a ninja on the mats. That's right, this 11-time world surfing champion has been rolling and flipping in the world of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for years. Now, Slater's approach to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is like his approach to a gnarly wave. It's not about the color of the belt, but the ride. He once said he's not fussed about the belt color, showing he's all in for the skills and discipline. Imagine that, a world champion surfer who's also a grappling enthusiast. Talk about being multi-talented. But that's not the only extracurricular activity Kelly's into. Number 19. He's a golf whiz too. Yep. When he's not carving up the ocean, Slater's slicing through golf courses with the kind of skill that makes you wonder if there's anything this guy can't do. In fact, Slater's golf handicap is so low, it's basically in the ocean's deep trenches. We're talking about a guy who surfs monster waves for breakfast and then probably shoots a round of golf that would make most club pros green with envy. Now, if you find that impressive, wait till you hear this. Number 18. Slater, who's basically the king of the waves, isn't just about riding them, he's inventing them too. He's been involved in the development of innovative surfboard designs. Slater Designs, his surfboard company, has been at the forefront of creating high-performance surfboards. These boards often feature cutting-edge design elements, such as unique contours and fin setups, aimed at enhancing the surfing experience. So, while most of us are just trying to stay upright on a regular surfboard, Slater's out there designing some next-level gear that could possibly and probably surf by itself. Number 17. When he's not busy being a human surfboard, Slater is out there starring in films that capture the soul of surfing. One of his most popular ones is 2018's Momentum Generation, which is a documentary that's basically the Avengers Endgame for surfing enthusiasts. It's a deep dive into the lives of a group of Hawaiian teenagers, including a young Slater, who surfed their way to stardom in the 90s. The film features Slater alongside other big names like Rob Machado and Shane Dorian, taking us on a gnarly ride down memory lane, back when their hair was long and the shorts were baggier. Slater also stars in Kelly Slater in Black and White, a film that's like a time machine back to his early career. Now, you'll find it hard to believe that despite all the fame that surfing has given Slater, there was a point in time when he wanted to become a ventriloquist. Number 16. So instead of shredding waves, a young Kelly could have been chatting it up with a wooden puppet on stage. As the story goes, one Christmas all he wanted was a dummy, probably to start his journey as the next Edgar Bergen. But Slater's ambition didn't stop there. After his ventriloquist phase, he set his sights on becoming an actor or a comedian. And who was his idol? None other than the king of comedy himself, Steve Martin. But all that changed one day when Kelly was 5. Number 15. That's when Kelly realized that he was meant to tide waves. By the time he was 7 or 8, he was surfing every day, fully embracing the lifestyle and culture of the sport. It was during these formative years that Slater identified himself with surfing, realizing it was more than just a hobby. It was part of who he was. Now, in spite of being so good when he was young, Kelly chose to finish high school rather than go pro. Number 14. Slater made a crucial decision during his teenage years to finish high school instead of diving straight into professional surfing. This choice was influenced by a piece of advice from Mike Stewart, someone he looked up to. Stewart, known for his smarts and knack for math and inventions, once said, "High school is easy. If you can't finish high school, you can't finish anything." That struck a chord with Kelly. He took those words to heart and not only finished high school, but also excelled, graduating with an impressive 4.6 GPA. But Kelly would never be a pro surfer without the help of his older brother. Number 13. Slater's push to become the world's best surfer started with a healthy dose of sibling rivalry with his older brother Sean. They competed in everything, whether it was a game of football in the hallway, racing to call shotgun, or even arguing on who got to sit in the deep end of the bathtub. It was this constant competition with Sean that lit a fire under Kelly. He set his sights on surfing, determined not just to beat his brother, but to become the best in the world. And this obsession was the spark that set Kelly on the path to greatness. Speaking of greatness though, I bet you didn't know that this greatness was almost short-lived. Number 12. You see, after winning his first world title,
it's pretty difficult because Tom Curran has been 3-time world champion. He won the world title surfing through the trials of contests.
Kelly Slater hit a rough patch that almost cost him his spot in professional surfing. He found himself in debt and broke, facing a challenging year where everything felt like a letdown. This period was so tough that Slater even experienced a couple of weeks of intense sadness and depression in early 1994. To the point where he almost felt suicidal. However, Slater used this low point as a turning point. He channeled his energy and focus back into surfing, setting clear goals for himself. He wasn't just thinking about the next week or month, he was planning where he wanted to be in 5 years. This renewed dedication and clear vision marked the start of a mission for Slater, a mission that would redefine his career and his approach to life and surfing. Now, a comeback like that is almost expected from legends like Kelly, but I bet no one expected him to be a rock star as well. Number 11. Slater also showcased his musical talent by performing with Pearl Jam. He joined the iconic Seattle Rockers on stage and played Rockin' in the Free World during a concert in San Diego on July 7, 2006. Slater's connection with music and Pearl Jam goes beyond just this one performance. He has a close relationship with Eddie Vedder, the frontman of Pearl Jam. They have shared the stage on other occasions as well, such as at the Ohana Festival at Doheny Beach, Dana Point, where they performed Indifference together. Number 10. He's also been quite a heartthrob, dating some of the biggest names in Hollywood. In the 90s, he dated Pamela Anderson, famous for her role in Baywatch. Fast forward a bit and he was with Gisele Bündchen, the supermodel from Brazil around 2005-2006. Then he had a brief romance with Cameron Diaz in 2007. Nowadays, Slater is with Kalani Miller, and it seems he's found his match in someone who shares his love for the surf. Despite his star-studded dating history, Slater has never been one for wedding bells. Though I will say him dating all these beautiful women really shouldn't come as a surprise, because in at number 9, and this is a quick one, Kelly was named one of People magazine's 100 most beautiful people in the world in 1991. Number 8. Slater's ascent to surfing stardom kicked off when he turned pro at the age of 18. Right out of the gate, he made a splash in the surfing world by winning the 1990 Body Glove Surf Bout in Trestles, California. This victory was part of the Bud Pro Surfing Tour, marking the beginning of a remarkable professional surfing career. Slater's early success was a clear indicator of the dominance he would later establish in the sport, as he went on to win a record 11 world championships. His first major win at Trestles is remembered as a display of some of the most high-performance surfing ever seen in a contest at that time. Now, seeing how quickly Slater grew his career, it isn't a surprise that Hollywood came knocking. Number 8. In the early 1990s, Kelly Slater guest starred on Baywatch, playing the character Jimmy Slade. He played Slade, an aspiring surfer with a complex relationship with his strict military father, living in a van by the beach. Number 7. Now you'll be shocked to know that Kelly is a supporter of the good kush. He doesn't drink himself and couldn't help but disagree when a snowboarder lost his Olympic medal in 2010 for testing positive for marijuana. Slater put it simply, asking if marijuana would really help an athlete or slow them down. He figured it would probably be the latter. But wait till you hear this next fact. Number 6. Slater holds a unique record in the world of surfing. He's both the youngest and oldest world champion in the history of the Association of Surfing Professionals World Tour. He first clinched the world title at the age of 20, setting the bar as the youngest ever to achieve this feat. Then, continuing to defy the odds and showcasing his enduring talent and dedication to the sport, Slater went on to become the oldest world champion in ASP World Tour history as well. Number 5. Kelly Slater, known for being a natural footer, really stands out for his ability to switch stances while riding a wave. This skill shows just how good he is in the water. It's not only about being flexible, it's about knowing the waves and how to handle them. Slater can change his foot position to match different waves and tricks, making him one of the most skilled and adaptable surfers out there. Slater's love for surfing goes beyond the ocean. He's big on education, especially using surfing to teach kids about math and science. Imagine learning about physics and oceanography through the lens of surfing. Slater's involvement in these educational initiatives shows his commitment to giving back and using his passion for surfing to spark curiosity and learning in others. Number 3. Slater even made a splash in the digital world with his own video game, Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer. In the game, players get to experience the thrill of surfing, taking on big waves and mastering tricks, all the while playing as Slater or other top surfers. Number 2. To stay on top of his game, Slater follows a strict diet and fitness routine. He's big on yoga and meditation, which helps him maintain his physical and mental balance. And number 1. Slater has an interest that reaches beyond the waves, all the way to outer space. He's quite into astronomy and enjoys talking about space and its mysteries. Whenever there's a lunar eclipse or a new space mission in the news, you'll probably find Slater sharing his thoughts and excitement about it.